is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell, so you are notified when new videos drop. And the natives are restless. I think it's fair to say the natives are restless. Now, what the hell I'm talking about? The denizens of the comic book industry, or the former comic book industry, are restless, and they're freaking out. And they've been freaking out for about a week, and it's really weird. I'm trying to work out what's behind it, and I think there's a number of things behind it, but I just wanted to give you a little view in this totally insane world about what's going on. I want to try and get this video recorded within about 20 minutes. I got the guy in repairing an air conditioner, and he's going to want money, I guess, in about 20 minutes, half hour, so I hope to be done by then. Just give you a little bit of background. What's going on in the world? By the way, if you want background about really what's going on in the world, go check out my other video that I launched today, that I put out today. That's crazy. It's just the beginning of it. That's crazy. What's gone down the last 12 hours? Bit crazy, mate. Bit crazy. Fine. Like, share, subscribe. These are all very good things to do. Thank you very much. I'm very appreciative of you liking, sharing, and subscribing. Comment. Let me know what you think. If you subscribe, please make sure you're still subscribed. And go and check out my Indiegogo, which I am plowing through to get these prints out, these files out to print. I got one page to letter in one book, and I got some weeks I want to do in the other. Hoping it's going to go to print this week. Listen. I keep saying that, right? And every time I keep moving forward through this campaign, right? I do stuff. I'm basically all on my own. I'm doing it on my own. And I found like, oh, I got to do that as well. So I got another job. It's plowing down. This week's looking optimistic to get it done. What is this campaign? 2 freaking awesome books. We got biblical, Bible stories, aces, creatures, rattlers, and rogues. This is kind of like early Vertigo book, you know, when they stole everybody from 2000 AD and Warrior in the early 80s, and they ended up writing DC Comics. That basically became Vertigo. It's got that kind of vibe to it. Very, very biblically accurate. No preaching whatsoever. It's just, I think, a pretty good, entertaining story. Engrossing story, I would say. And there's this book, The Imperium, a love letter to telefancy of the 1960s. James Bond, Emmett Till, Doctor Who, The Black Slap from 2001, and a monkey in a spacesuit. Bit of Prisoner, a bit of Thunderbirds. It's all there, baby. Buy both books. You can get a ton of extras, but you can buy the extras on their own. But I do hope you buy them. I do hope you buy them with the books. You get this poster, Noble Savages, for the Mel Gates cars. It's all there, baby. And yeah, this is the bit I'm actually most excited to see when they all come. When they come, I think I may too. So in the video notes, go check it out. I don't know when it's going offline. Hopefully this week. I don't know. Whenever they tell me they're printing, that's when I'm like, yeah, we're done. Cut off. Fine. Let's have where shall we start? Let's start over here, because this is where I first got wind of weird things are going down, right? Weird things are going down. I think it's this window here. Let me zoom in a bit. So starts off this person, Tamra Bonvillain. Tamra Bonvillain. So they're most people working in the comic book industry are absolutely terrified of Tamra Bonvillain. Why are they terrified of Tamra Bonvillain? Because she's a woman. She's absolutely a woman, completely a woman. I think she has a penis as well, right? I think she's a woman with a penis, right? Which makes her royalty in the actual comic industry. Not that she can perform her job very well. It's just that she's royalty. So let's launch them freak out a little bit. Then we're going to talk about why they're freaking out, because it's like, I got my theories, right? I totally do have my theories. If Comicsgate, so Comicsgate is a loose hashtag movement of people who were sick of the mainstream comic book industry basically being used to propagandize insanity, just complete insanity. And also anybody who wasn't like insanely anti-Trump was blackballed out of the industry. So they went and they started their own comics. They fund them on Indiegogo. And they've done very well, right? My campaign is a comics campaign. They've done very, very well, right? And these people do not like it. These people do not like it one little bit, fine? So, but what's really going on is this. There's a thing called Substack, which when I finish my campaign, I am launching my Substack, which people like this cannot compete with. Substack is a new, well, not that new. It's a new-ish blogging platform, essentially, where you can charge people to subscribe to a blog, or you can have a free blog, or both, right? So they've moved very, very aggressively into comic book space, sensing there's a massive gap in the market right now, as people who like comics aren't being serviced by the comics being made by the mainstream industry. Also, there's a lot less comics, about a third of the comics being made in the mainstream industry now. So what's happened there is they offered large, very lucrative deals to top creators within the industry. Jonathan Hickman, who was it? Indian, I can't remember his name. Basically, the guy who was writing X-Men, the guy who was writing Batman, the guy who was writing Spider-Man, right? They offered them to this, and they chose, and they weren't given exclusive contracts. They just chose to stop writing these things, stop writing these top level comics, because they want to move their stuff onto Substack. They want to work on stuff that they actually own. Which is a very smart, rather than being a sharecropper for $75 a page on a $1 billion properties, which is essentially what the people left in comic books are now. See, what happened is these crazy people like Tamra came into the industry. They chased out everybody who wasn't like them, because they're massive bigots. And they liked it because they managed to take control of something with genuine value, right? Something that was worth something, something that meant something. Now, comic book readers have left, right? They're like, so the sales are, so they're like, nah, we still got Batman and Superman, and we're the gatekeeping everybody. You're not gonna get it. So that is true. That's true. But now, because again, these creators have left and gone to Substack, it's massively devalued them, right? So what's going on right now is there's this guy called Aaron Lopresti, who's doing a crowdfunding campaign, and he promoted it on Ethan Van Sciver's channel, who was, I will say, a major Comicsgate person. And he did one beforehand that didn't work out, and they freaked out. So the first reason for this is that they are losing control, right? They've lost control of the medium. Like, now everybody's going to Substack, now everybody's going to Comicsgate, but they're not allowed to go after Substack because hasn't been made kosher. So they just go after, they greenlit, who they could go after, which is Comicsgate. So Comicsgate, they were all like, they're Nazis, they're the evil National Socialists on 1930s in Germany, for like years, and it just kind of died out, right? It was stupid. This was 2017 stuff, when they were all like really freaking out about it. But they have to resurrect those cults now, because I think they need to give each other woke social credit points, because they've lost, right? That's the same thing. So I think that's the first thing that's going down. The Substack thing freaked them the hell out. Then we had Afghanistan. Now Afghanistan, as it's unfolding, is a complete repudiation of the idea that Trump was the worst ever and Biden's the best ever. Biden is doing an objectively terrible job, and has done an objectively terrible job. There's no way of sugarcoating it, and everything they believed has been proved false. So I think that's one of the big factors in pushing them. But what's going on here is this campaign against Lopresti is designed, in my opinion, to scare the losers into staying in the mainstream industry and not trying to get out, because the more people escape, the less power they have. It's kind of, again, I listened to your boy Zach video about it, and he described it like the Berlin Wall. Why did they put up the Berlin Wall? Because over a period of about 6 months, 10% of the country escaped the communist Germany. So it's the same thing, right? So with that said, let's read Tamara Vernon. F Comicsgate and anybody who joins them, she says. Then Donny Cates, a writer on something or other. Oh God, what's now? And I love it how he goes, oh God, because Donny, you don't believe in God, mate. So then Tamara is Aaron Lopresti. Yes, he said he's going on Ethan Van Sciver's channel to promote his thing. Well, because he wants to sell, right? So he goes, what? Seriously? Wow, I had no idea. And they're treating it as if he's just joined the National over the KKK. He just put on a white hood. Go, yeah, I'm one of you guys now. Now here's the incredible thing. Here's the absolute incredible thing. Lots and lots and lots of people have left mainstream comics and have gone to comics. Lots of people who they've known for years and years and years, known as being good, kind, decent people. So a sane person would then adjust their baseless view of Comicsgate, right? The same person would go, maybe it's not that. Maybe all these decent, nice people are still decent, nice people, and my view of Comicsgate was wrong. No! These people who I spent the last 30 years working with think they're decent, nice people are really secretly Yahtzees, right? Are really secretly the National Socialists from the 1930s. They truly believe. And I want to know, what was their plan? Like we're going to wait till the industry implodes. Yes, and then I'm going to put on my pointy hood and say, I'm Comicsgate. And that's really what's going on. That, again, this is also from your boy Zach. He feels this is a fireable offence. He feels that this is making a unsafe workplace, and it is. It absolutely is. And if it was a real industry, they both should be fired from their jobs. Really. And I'm not big into cancel culture. I'm not saying cancel. I'm saying they should be fired from their jobs for this deeply unprofessional behaviour. So Donny K says, what? Seriously? Wow, I had no idea. Oh. And Tamara's like, I guess he just announced he's publishing under their imprint. No, they don't have an imprint. It's a loose hashtag, okay? It's like, there's like 6 different Comicsgates. It's a loose hashtag. Yeah, there's no official way. He went on somebody's channel to promote his book, right? That's what happened. And he's going to make a lot of money because of it. And so we see all the crazies are going, no! Was it NGL? I wonder what NGL stands for. This is really disappointing. Thanks for the update. He's not amongst those I follow anymore. It's like, people are like, why do you think they matter? It's like, I'd love to know why they think they matter. It's always been F. Bill Willingham o'clock. So Bill Willingham is somebody who vaguely right, like right of center. Like Kwanzaa here, another absolute talentless diversity hire. Who's very bad at their job, put out some gifts, so very good. Why aren't you working, Kwanzaa? Oh, because you don't have a job. That's right. What do you do now? He's openly, I love this one. Let me zoom in. Okay, I love this one. He's openly been in conversation with Ethan Van Shitlord and other Comicsgaters. Why is that bad? Like, why is it bad? I mean, you don't mind Biden talking to the Taliban. That's fine. That's brilliant. That makes sense. That's wonderful. But he can't go on a show and promote his comic book. I don't even know why, but I'm here for it. Okay, I have no idea what you're going on there about that. Going through old friends, even old comic collection, and even he dumped his Willingham some time ago. Oh shit! What now? Oh, they've infiltrated again. The partying like it's 2017. It's kind of weird. So then more of the same. Aaron Lopiansky is releasing a comic through the Comicsgate imprint. Pass on it. There's no Comicsgate imprint. To all my followers who were mutuals with Aaron Lopiansky, this is a insane cancellation, right? Just know today he has launched a new project and willingly thrown in with EVS, specifically in Comicsgate. I'll be blocking him and anyone who vocally supports him. Oh no, you mean you're going to have to be a broke communist all on your own? That's going to be sad, isn't it? That's going to be really, really dull. You know what's so hypocritical about Comicsgate? The fact they hate progressivism in comics by claiming it's pushing agenda. Okay, an average comic book 10 years ago had muscle-bound men and women wearing spandex, having fantastic adventures with extra-dimensional imps from other realities, right? And like fights and it's cool, fun stuff. Now it's a flat-chested lesbian sitting around moping in their apartment, making something to eat, eating and having a conversation, shouting at anybody who's a white man, and gloating at people that they beat, and then kissing. All right, that's not interesting. Your comics aren't interesting, right? Which is why they hate Substack, right? Because Substack is completely based on your own merit. It's a meritocracy. They absolutely despise Substack, which is why I'm going for it big time, right? I'm absolutely, because if they hate it, it's gotta be front and center where I want to go. You do push agendas. I don't know. Why are you even bothering denying it? They're doing the exact same thing by vehemently imposing it. No. They're creating entertaining comics, right? They're not creating comics where Donald Trump comes and hits AOC. Poof, none of that's going on. You guys do that because you're all weirdos, right? How is any of it different aside from CG's being based on bigotry? Again, none of them can ever substantiate any of their any of their nonsense, right? It's pretty interesting since a lot of what they push against, they actually do themselves. They say minorities are being being pushed unnaturally is damaging for comics. No. When it pushed naturally, I guess it's a weird way of looking at it. But when you like Star Trek Discovery, when you have a starship which is 90% female and no explanation of why this is inverted, the sexual balance is so different from our world. That's being pushed unnaturally. It's not reflective of the society they're trying to entertain. And so it is damaging comics because people aren't interested. But then make sure there's one black person in their comics so they can be seen to be diverse. Even if they don't do it to see they're being diverse. It's because we don't look at skin color quite so much. Honestly, like it's like not a big deal. So Ethan Van Sciver comes in and he's always brilliant. He's always fantastic. Why do people Why do people hate independent comic book creators so much? I mean, all they're doing, all independent comic creators want is to freely express themselves. What's wrong with that? So Ethan Van Sciver comes in and said, people don't hate Comicsgate. SJWs do. Yes, these radical leftists, SJWs, hate Comicsgate because they successfully managed to gatekeep conservatives from mainstream comic biz. Comicsgate broke their control. So has Substack. SJWs will call Comicsgate as Substack Yahtzees. Yes, they 100% will, and they do, right? They haven't worked out how to do it with Substack yet, but they really will. So they're not doing it with Substack because they want some of those lucrative deals, right? This goes on and on and on. If Comicsgate just want good indie comics, that's all we want. Why do they spend so much time denigrating women and LGBTQ creators and mainstream superhero comics online in their video? Because they're shit! Okay, it's not because they're LGBTQ+. It's because the work is shit. That's why. You just look at Identity. You can't conceive. You cannot conceive of somebody looking at it and go, that's not very good. Yeah, we had the same thing with Doctor Who up until they quit, Jodie Whittaker and Chris Jenner, and now it's okay to say that it was garbage. It's because they're shit, right? And they're shit, and they're using comics to platform just ideological insanity. Not really helping the cause, is it? Okay, then Queer Without Fear. Come on, I bet Queer is a bit scared again. Comicsgate originated as a campaign to estrange, ostracize, force out anybody who was not in the majority. No, these are people who were forced out because they weren't in the majority. Who they felt didn't represent comics. You don't remember the fact that the proof that you didn't represent comics is the cratering sales and the end of the industry. Remember, DC used to put out like a bunch of books. Now it doesn't, right? Remember that a lot of people used to. The industry is cratering. Yeah, that's why Substack's doing so well. Their efforts resulted in their own ostracizing and having to create their own comic book company. There's no company. Again, you guys are insane. You'll forget, but they are a hate group. Again, no, you are. Critical Blast has been on my channel a couple of times, came in and said, I don't forget, I was there. This didn't happen. It's just, insanity. Relentless insanity. So then Zach Davison, whoever he comes up, says, I don't hate you, Aaron. I don't hate you. Just disappointed. You were always someone I thought exemplified somewhere where there could be disagreement on politics, but still mutual respect as human beings. Still is. Still is. Just you don't respect him as a human being because he disagrees with you on politics because you're a garbage person. if I may use your language. But you chose to ally with a person who embodies the opposite of mutual respect. A bully. Oh, there's no bullying going on over here. No bullying going on here. And it goes on. It goes on and on and on. So we got DC Comics creator Jerry Ordway believes Comicsgate supporters are being fleeced to hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions. They're not. Here's the thing. They're making a product that people want, right? So he talks about Billy Tucci, been on the channel. Freaking love Billy Tucci. Really, really genuinely nice guy. He said yesterday on Twitter that his family needs prayers. Please. Not sure why. Please pray for him, right? So, where is he? So Patrick Zilcher, another failed communist writer who's lost their power, going, think you're joining comics, going, and cutting the rooms, and then mailing them a woke liberal progressive comment. So I'm thinking I'm defrauding my customer base. Okay. He's not one of us, he says. He's not, no, really, health, he's a salad or war, something. Okay, if you think your comics are bad, and now just wait until I get through with this one. Hell free don't. I have no idea what. He's lost the reservation. He's off the reservation, right? It's a really shame that liberals aren't throwing money on non-CG creators like CG crowds are willing to do to own the libs. They're not doing it to own the libs. They're doing it to own readable comics. I mean, like, it's such a simple equation. It's so simple. Own the libs. I mean, look at the Trump crowd fundraising. They're being fleeced for hundreds of millions. What? Again, how are they being fleeced? This is the price of the product. Do you want that product? Yes, I do. I do want that product, right? So I will pay you that money for that. Seems pretty simple. This is funny. Dan Slott, another one. He's one of the few left in the mainstream industry now, who writes Amazing Spider-Man. So this story happened. I did a video on it. This story was quite funny. This Tom King, awful writer, used to be in the CIA. Did he do this? No, this was in the middle of the fall of Afghanistan, right? So this is probably why he wanted to some woke points, which is what this is about. Love seeing people at cons, but yesterday we had a Rorschach cosplayer who took off their mask at our table. You think I swear a lot in comics? You should see me in person. I was so big and brave. Oh, I was. I stopped my little feeties, I did. After an impolite talking to, Rorschach was escorted from the con. Wear your mask! We're not effing around! So, one problem, that didn't really happen. He made the whole thing up. The reason he said Rorschach, because these crazy people, they say Rorschach is an alt-right character, and so once he says Rorschach cosplayer, it's okay to dehumanize him, and it's okay to lie about it. It's okay to do anything because he's one of the bad people. He's on the wrong side of history. So then Dan Slott, so the initial reaction was people like Dan Slott saying, "Oh man, so terrible for you." So that must have been horrifying. I mean, honestly, listen, COVID's real. I believe COVID is real. I don't think it's like getting a knife in your head, which is what these insane people think it is. That's my current con nightmare. That's why I'm not doing any, says Dan Slott. I don't even know how you can bring yourself to go. It's constant panic state. You've got a family. Really? What are your chances of dying from COVID? And again, COVID's real. I had my 3rd jab yesterday. I have no problem with it whatsoever, right? COVID's real, but like, it's not a flying killer shark that's going to eat you, right? Dan Slott once again does Dan Slott does a chain block. This guy who I got to invite my channel. He's a big Doctor Who fan. I was just looking at his Twitter. So Dan Slott blocked me because I disagreed with him politely. Then responded, and he blocked me before I could respond. This is another reason comics now are crazy. I like Dan. I just disagreed with one thing. So Dan Slott says, there was no situation we could be in at any point this year where I am not absolutely certain that we'll be worse placed with more American deaths than... Oh, right. So this is what he blocked him on. More if the other candidate was in office. So Joshua comes on and says, border crisis, Afghanistan, gas prices, jobs, inflation. And then Dan Slott just goes through a whole bunch of nonsense saying, no, Trump's worse. Trump. And that's all it is. Trump is still all it is. And now that's why I think what this implosion is about. I think Biden, complete and utter public failure, has made them all look like schmucks, right? Has made them all look like schmucks, and they don't like it, and they are freaking out beyond freaking out. That is a perfect storm. That, Comicsgate, and Substack, their power's over, and they've been made to look like fools, and they hate it. That's really what's going on. Always fun to look at crazy people. You know, it's always entertaining. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.